Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to what is unfortunately our final day on board Freedom of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. We have a day at sea as we make our way back to Miami, and we start the day with an exclusive brunch and behind-the-scenes tour of the galley. Then we end off the cruise with a very interesting show in the main theater and experience an extremely rare fireworks display from Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We have all of that in today's video and so much more up next. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to day 5 of our cruise on board Freedom of the Seas. It is our last and final day, unfortunately, and we're getting things started off, hopefully, with a brunch. We'll get into more details in just a little bit as to why we think we're going to do a brunch, but we're not allowed to bring this big camera. It says absolutely no video cameras allowed. This is a video camera, so we're going to leave this in the room. I'm going to bring my phone. I'm going to show you guys as much as we can, and we're going to have a brunch, hopefully. Let's go ahead and get this started.
Thank you.
So part of this brunch includes a tour of the galley, so that's where we're heading now. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to show you, but let's go on inside. I've always wanted to see a cruise ship galley.
So this is, we call it the chef tables. It's an exclusive dining, which is 5 course with each one of the wine. So each course they have different kind of wine. And this is take only one sitting, so only 12 maximum is 11 seat available. So it took around 2 hours and a half for the finish for dinner.
Okay, the tour of the galley is done. Let's go ahead and take a look at the brunch menu. For appetizers, you have a wild mushroom soup, a Caesar salad, and smoked salmon. Heck yeah. Entrees, we have an Eggs Benedict, waffles, French toast. We have lemon pepper chicken, New York strip steak, seafood linguine, and a vegetable pot pie. Then for desserts, you have cream catalana, key lime pie, royal chocolate cake, and ice cream. Starting things off with salmon and a bagel. Coda opted for the mushroom soup. All right, the mains have arrived. Coda opted for the Eggs Benedict, as one does. And I opted for the New York strip.
Like a psychopath.
Like a psychopath. What's this? It's brunch.
Brunch. What have you had that's brunchy?
I had a bagel with smoked salmon. That is my brunch item. And you had the reverse because mushroom soup isn't breakfasty.
It can be.
It can be. Apparently, Catalana means creme brulee.
We'll find out. Yeah. It'll be crispy.
Not the best crunch.
Of course.
But yeah,
It's a little darker.
basically a creme brulee.
And I'm sure when you go off the bridge, you can be tracked on those devices you'll have.
Similar but different. I think creme brulee is sweeter.
And I opted for the royal chocolate cake. It looks amazing. So we're making our way back to our room and take a look at this, guys. They have the Focus Photo Gallery out here. They have little towel animal photo frames. How adorable is this? Oh my gosh. So we have a stuffed towel animal plush from Disney that's an elephant. But look, they have a monkey over here as well. I think that's it. They only have an elephant and a monkey. That is so cute. And then they have these other like glass items that you can purchase. That is adorable. Oh no. Coda found the towel animals.
Oh.
They have plushies.
It's a bunny.
I
It's
think
another turtle.
this one's a bear. No, wait, that's
It's a monkey.
It's a monkey.
Look. This is Pippin. This is
And-
Bingo.
I like that they're actually made out of towel material.
I know. I know because you rolled this little thing. And this is Shelly. And then Jumbo's the elephant. You got a little tail.
So what I'm hearing is I can't use these guys as sweat rags.
No.
Okay, so it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We just got back to the room. Most likely we have our final turn down service and our final towel animal. We need to guess what it is. What do you think?
I think I'm gonna go like the bunny that's laying down.
Bunny that's laying down. I'm gonna say a bear.
A bear.
Like tap ears. Oh!
I killed the frog!
No, not the frog! At least we still have the monkey. We have a peacock. I have never had a peacock before. Oh my gosh.
Here, kitty.
I love that. We don't love these, but we love that.
How do I save that?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. You better clear a spot,
Yeah, I know.
because we're going to have to pack soon.
I know. Okay.
Good luck. You're going to kill it instantly.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's 2 pieces, isn't it?
Yeah.
Its feathers are going to de-poof.
Hello. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start. Okay. I'm filming your butt right now. Good job. Not bad at all, babe. Okay, so brunch. That was interesting. You're definitely paying for the galley tour, and you're also paying for the bottomless mimosas because they were going around and refilling people's mimosas with champagne. With pitchers. So yeah, you definitely get your money's worth, I think. And for me, you know, again, neither of us like champagne. We don't like mimosas, so we weren't really into that. But the galley tour was really cool. I enjoyed the heck out of that. That was awesome. I've always wanted to go inside a cruise ship galley. You know, I grew up watching those documentaries on YouTube where they go behind the scenes of cruise ships and they show like how the galleys work and how all the food is prepped. And we got to see a little bit of that firsthand. So we got to explore the Deck 5 galley, and there's a galley on 4 and 3. Deck 3 has the largest galley, but our galley was in charge of Deck 5 and also room service. But as far as the food is concerned for brunch, it's really basic. It is nothing special. It's not going to be anything Palo worthy. It's not going to be like anything that you would get in a specialty restaurant. It is basic main dining room food. So the steak wasn't that good. Your eggs Benedict, they looked okay, right?
They were alright.
Yeah, they were alright. The bagel that I had was fine. The smoked salmon was pretty good. It's pretty hard to mess up smoked salmon. And the dessert was actually the highlight. I really liked the dessert. All in all, the experience was about 2 hours long. It started at 10:30 and it ended right at 12:30. That's when we got our desserts. So make sure you guys, you know, allot enough time for that experience. But you know, going back to what we said earlier, how we were possibly going to do this tour. We were advised, and it says it on the app, and they actually left a piece of paper for us, like, as we were leaving the room. Like, I wonder what time it came last night, because we got back to our room late last night, and it wasn't there. But we got out of our room this morning. Yeah. We got out of our room this morning. It was there. But it said long pants and no open-toed shoes. And Coda...
It didn't specifically say long pants. It said no skirts or shorts.
Okay.
No skirts or shorts. And then no open-toed shoes. I am on a cruise. I did not pack closed-toed shoes. But my sandals, they like cross, you know, over, and then it's got a strap around the ankle. So I was like, we'll try. And I brought socks with to see if that counteracted it. But there were people in literal flip-flops.
And shorts.
And shorts and dresses and
they didn't say anything. So we went into it expecting Coda to be told no, you can't go into the galley, and we were okay with that. You know, we were ready for her to say, okay, we'll just have the brunch, and they didn't say anything. And we got to do the full tour, and so did everybody else who was not really compliant with the rules that they set. So just be aware that if you guys are wanting to do that tour, they might be more strict with the rules, because I'm sure this isn't the only ship that offers this kind of tour. So they might be more strict on your cruise or on your ship. Just be aware of that. But overall, would you do it again?
No.
Me neither. I'm happy.
Maybe on like Star, like if they offer it on a big ship.
Yes.
But not... I don't even know if I'd do it Oasis class or lower. Like, I think if Star offered it, like a Star class ship, yes. But because this one's, I would say, close enough that I don't need to do it on Oasis class.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't do it again. Like, this is a one and done thing if you just really want to see the galley. Like, someone like me who grew up watching those documentaries, if you want to actually be in there, then yes, definitely do it. But I wouldn't do it again, especially because the food is pretty mid. But the experience in the galley was cool to do once.
One thing I'm surprised, they said they follow USDA. They didn't have the ladies tie up their hair. But if we have to wear long pants and closed-toed shoes, you would think you would also have to tie up your hair.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, follow the rules. If you're going to do it, just pack just in case. Or if you think you're going to want to do it, pack just in case.
The most important thing is that the kitchen looked clean, and you could see that they were cleaning up after themselves with everything. And there were a bunch of signage everywhere on how to keep things clean and what to do. So there were no red flags. Not that we were going in looking to be the health inspector, but everything looked nice and clean, which is good.
6 hours later.
So we made it up to the Windjammer as we get ready for our final dinner of the cruise at Giovanni's. But take a look at this! It's a rainbow! And the end is in the water! Where's my pot of gold? Wait a second. I've been robbed. What the heck? Where's my pot of gold? I see it. I see the end. But there's nothing there. Oh, man. It's fine. We'll live. It's still beautiful. Double rainbow, too. Unfortunate, but that's really cool.
Oh, double rainbow.
But no pot of gold. We've been robbed.
It's not all the way across the sky.
Okay, time for our final dinner of the cruise at Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. Made it back inside Giovanni's at the start of the first dining time, 5:30. This time I have the view of the water, and still, nothing beats the view of my beautiful wife over here. Let's go ahead and dig in. To start, we have our love from the kitchen, which is the garlic knots. Okay, so of course we got the tomato caprese salad to start, or the truffle caprese. It's amazing. I already started, attacking it. And then we opted for something a little different. We got the meatball. The last couple of times we've been here, we haven't tried it, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, so regarding the meatball, this is our first time trying it. Now, the last time we were here, Coda and I were discussing getting the meatball this time around, and Coda referred to the meatball as a meatloaf. Ever since she said that, I couldn't unimagine it in my head. And so I judged this thing as a meatloaf. And overall, I'm disappointed. Like, it's not bad, but I just know that I can have a much better meatloaf, or meatball for that matter, at home for my wife. So, I mean, it's just very basic. It's stuffed with a little bit of cheese and it has some spinach at the bottom. I was just expecting a little bit more. So don't go into it expecting something awesome. And especially if you've ever been to a restaurant like Buca, where you know that they have really massive meatballs, like those meatballs are huge, and they are also better over there. So I would give the meatball a pass and go for something else like the caprese salad or the meat and cheese plate if that's something that you're into. All right, the entrees have started to arrive. I opted for the filet mignon, and Coda opted for the same thing. Kinda. We can see it. There it is. You can see we have our pizza tray in the middle because we did opt for a pizza, but this time, not the meat lovers. We're trying something a little different tonight. We'll show you when it gets here. And our pizza has arrived. We opted for the truffle and egg pizza. It sounded interesting and I wanted to try it, so let's go ahead and dig in. So, off in the distance, I don't know if you guys can see because it's really bright, but Castaway Cay is right there. And the only reason why we know it's Castaway is because I looked off in the distance, and again, you guys can't see, but there's a Disney ship all the way down there. I recognize the two funnels. So I went onto Cruise Mapper, and I was like, what is near us? And sure enough, it's the Disney Wish leaving Castaway Cay. How awesome is that? And ladies and gentlemen, our dessert has arrived. We opted for the Go Bananas. Now, this looks very different from what we had on Star. I'll go ahead and put in a clip here from Star. On Star, the banana was sliced, if I recall correctly, and it was like a lot more flat. This is like the whole banana just wrapped in the, whatever you call it, the dough, with some Nutella. Either way, it should still taste just as good. Let's go ahead and dig in. Miss Washy Washy's being abducted by aliens. Oh no. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You see, this is why I always have so much respect for cruise ship staff, because they remember so much. So, what was it, 2 or 3 days ago, I came to Playmakers to get one of their s'mores cookies to go. And I told the guy I had the dining package, and he asked me for my room number. I told him, 7553. We came back tonight, we had the same server come up to us, and he looks at me, he's like, are you getting another cookie? And I said, yes, of course. And he said, okay, your room number 7556, and I said, close, 3. The fact that he even remembers 755 is incredible from a couple days ago. The number of people that this guy has to deal with every single day, the amount of stateroom numbers that he has to listen to, and he remembers mine. That's insane. Huge props and respect to all the crew members that work on cruise ships because they do so much. And little things like that is what makes me love cruising so much. And here it is, guys, the final dessert of the cruise and our final use of Playmaker's credits. We have the s'mores cookie. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to dig in. And it came with vanilla ice cream this time and a shot of milk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to head back inside the Royal Theater once again for our final performance of the cruise. And this one is titled Once Upon a Time.
Together all over the world for the story of the Donner and the Cinder girl. What? And they call what? Where they call for the sisters of Yeshua, but she took the foreign buster. I was a rich girl. Na 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 na. See, I have all the money in the world if I was a wealthy girl.
Well, the secret is definitely out about the helipad, that's for sure. So we made our way to the very front of the ship, and on the opposite side we are passing Great Stirrup Key and Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And off in the distance over here, right about here, we have Utopia of the Seas and Jewel of the Seas sailing off into the sunset. And once again, off in the distance, I have to point out the beautiful Disney Wish. Hey babe, we got married there.
We did.
That's our boat. It's our boat. We got married there. I love you.
Oh.
What were you gonna say?
I was saying like 3 other people out there, but
It's fine. It's still special. So our cruise director actually just came on the intercom and she announced that they're going to be launching fireworks from Perfect Day at Coco Cay because the President's Cruise is going on right now on Utopia of the Seas. So the CEO of Royal Caribbean is on that ship over there. Not that it's anything special because we actually shared a cruise ship with the President on Star of the Seas. But anyways, that's so cool. They're going to be launching fireworks and they announced it that at 8 o'clock they're going to be doing it. And that's in about an hour. But hey, we're already out here. We're going to have our seats and we're going to watch some fireworks. So what's really cool to observe is that Jewel of the Seas actually did a 180 and is facing the island, whereas Utopia of the Seas is still like facing outwards. And my assumption is that the CEO is going to be doing a little presentation in the Aqua Theater, and that's where they're loading up all the people, and that's like a big open area, and they can maximize viewing space from there on Utopia. And then as soon as he's done with whatever, the fireworks can go off. And they can leave easily. skirt out of there. And I have a feeling that we're going to do something a little similar, is we're going to be in a position kind of similar to Jewel and put our nose towards the island, whereas, you know, Utopia is facing the other way. Still really cool to see. It's just more in the direction of the island.
Okay.
This is honestly so cool to see. Like, we've made a big deal in the past about being in a port with 2 Disney ships, and now we're just kind of in a little triangle with 3 Royal Caribbean ships. This is so cool. So how awesome was that, guys? They basically did a full 12-minute fireworks display from Perfect Day at Coco Cay. I really wish Disney could do something like that. Like, imagine if they were to set off fireworks from
more than 2 minutes?
Castaway Cay for more than 2 minutes. I mean, to be fair, the Pirate Night fireworks are like 5 minutes.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got to be like something like 5 minutes or something like that. Either way, that was really cool, really impressive. They put some money into that fireworks display, because fireworks are not cheap. And either they launched them from land or they had a fireworks barge out there in the water.
I couldn't tell.
But that was incredible, especially being alongside Jewel of the Seas and Utopia of the Seas. That was something special. And like, how awesome was it that we just by chance booked this cruise?
Yeah.
Like, we booked this cruise like, what, 2 months ago as a last minute deal, and we got to see something like that. That is awesome. That's not something you see every day. Like, only the 3 cruise ship passengers were able to see something like that, and that was phenomenal. What a way to end the cruise. That was great. And with that, we are turning away from Perfect Day at Coco Cay, bidding adieu to Utopia of the Seas, and we are slowly but surely making our way back to Miami. The saddest part about any cruise is packing yourself up when it's all done. You feel good when you're unpacking on your very first day, but once you get done with it, you gotta pack everything up. Sad times, sad times. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Freedom of the Seas has been checked off our Royal Caribbean list and is in the books. This ship really surprised the heck out of us, and we can definitely see ourselves coming back to it in the future. Of course, this ship wasn't perfect and there were a few issues, but we'll get into them more in our overall review video of the ship coming soon. I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video and the rest of the videos in this Freedom of the Seas series. Let us know down in the comments section below what cruise ship or cruise line you'd like to see us sail in the future. We are in the process of planning our 2026 itinerary and would love to get some suggestions going. If you enjoyed any bit of today's video, then please help us out by leaving a like, and if you want to see more Royal Caribbean content in the future, then subscribe to the channel for absolutely free. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers and would love to have you be a part of this journey. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and I will see you guys in the next video.